Hey, welcome to December. I'm going to do a video here now, which is going to run through the offers. We've got some amazing offers. People wait all year for the offer that we get in December. I'm going to run through that real quickly with you for those that have only got a couple of minutes to watch this. And for those that got a bit longer, I'm going to go through the recipes that we did on our festive make and take on Monday as a group. So I'm going to share my screen so that I can go through the presentation with you. So, yeah, it's December. Historically, in December, doTERRA give us a free frankincense, and they haven't disappointed this year. I was a bit worried they might, but they haven't. So, let's run through how you can get your free frankincense this month. First of all, with for those of you that use the loyalty rewards program system, that's your monthly order, but you're in charge of what you get each month, and it can be as small as a lip balm and it can be as big as all the oils that doTERRA sell. You're in charge of that. There's no minimums. Loyalty means that you will place an order monthly. You can opt out at any time as well. You're not tied in. Now, because of the extra benefits you get, for me, it's the way that I use my account. So, what are those benefits? For any sized order, you're going to earn 4 points, which cover the delivery costs. And remember, a point is about the equivalent of a pound these days. So it's quite generous. That's just for any sized order. But on top of that, you get 10 to 30% back of your order value in points. You start off at 10%. The longer you're in it, it goes up through 15, 20, 25. And then eventually you'll be like me and getting 30% of the order value back. So very generous reward system. The fact you're not tied in just means that you can use it without worrying. Just set a little alarm. You'll be asked to choose the date you want it shipped. Always ship before the 15th because that's the cutoff for the free oils that I'm going to talk to you about today. And then what I just say is while you're getting used to this, set an alarm so that you know, check my doTERRA basket every month. And choose a date as close to the 15th as you can get that's available, because then you get a little bit of time to feel into what you want to order. You're not rushed. Never choose the first of the month because it will ship before you even know what the offers are. Um, if you've chosen, let's say, the 12th of the month, but you know what you want on the 1st of the month, you just click release order now and it ships it to you early. It doesn't ship you another one on the 12th. Yeah, your date will move forward to the next month. So, loads of benefits. That's why we do it. This month, we're getting Neshama free. Now, Neshama is the soulful blend. It's got some really beautiful ancient oils in there. We've got frankincense and myrrh. We've got spikenard. Spikenard, you'll see it in the Bible a lot. It's written often as nard, and it was the oil that Mary Magdalene used to wash Jesus's feet. It's a very soulful blend of oils, and I'm going to do a meditation with this. This is what we did on Monday. I'm going to record it separately. So you'll see another link just for the meditation. So if you get this blend, use it. The way I see it is it's going to help us just transition through December in a really calm, centered way. You know, we can get lost in the busyness of December. And we've got tools that can keep us on that even track. And this for me is why we're getting Neshama free this month. Okay, so that's that one. That'll come free, sorry, with any order that's placed as a loyalty order over 125 points that's shipped by the 15th. Okay, and you'll get that added for free. But we've got a second offer this month, and that is a free frankincense. Now, frankincense is a 200 PV offer. So if you spent 200 PV on your loyalty order, you'd get Neshama because you've hit 125. You'd also get a 15 ml bottle of frankincense. Now, frankincense is not a cheap oil to buy, so I think it's worth spending that little bit extra in your December order and getting it for free. There's 250 drops in that bottle, so it's going to last you a long time. Some people make their frankincense eke out for a whole year, waiting to get it free again in December. The difference with our frankincense is that it's got more than one species of frankincense in that bottle. They've mixed together different species to get the best chemistry that we can. And we can use frankincense for helping with stress, feelings of stress. You could put a drop under your tongue or you can rub it on the back of your neck. It's also amazing for your skin, so you could make a serum with a few drops of frankincense in a roller. Add some other oils in there, whatever you've got. Things like lavender, geranium, Could make a really lovely serum. Sandalwood would be nice if you've got it to add into there. And you can make this gorgeous luxury face serum that you put on every day. How else do I use it? I use it to boost my immune system because it's very powerful on a cellular level. So drop under the tongue at bedtime when your body is going into rest and repair. Adding a drop of frankincense can just help your body to get the work done. So it works by boosting on a cellular level, bringing those cells back into balance, creating apoptosis or cell suicide in the body if that's what's needed. If it's going out of whack for you, then frankincense has been shown to be cell specific and target those cells that are out of balance, put them back into apoptosis. Yeah, so there's loads of research, pubmed.gov. Look up frankincense and see all the research that's being done. And this is your gift with a 200 point order this month. So place it as a loyalty order and get your Neshama for free. So place it as a loyalty, get it shipped before the 15th, and then you've got that gorgeous blend as well. And look out for the meditation that will be coming shortly with that. Now, every month doTERRA reduce something by an extra 10%, and this month we've got holy basil or tulsi, another really sacred ancient oil that we use. Tulsi, it says on here, considered the queen of the herbs with a sweet warm aroma reminiscent of freshly cut basil and a hint of clove. It's a beautiful, powerful oil. I'll share some of the ways that you can use this in the group. We've got something new, a new blend, effervescent berry. I'm waiting for mine to arrive. I think it's coming today. This has got some top notes in there. Remember the top notes from last month's presentation. Top notes are going to come through first. You've got your wild orange, lime, coriander, lemon, cyan wood, green mandarin. Then there's some ginger in there as well that's going to come through. Next, the deeper scents of kaffir lime, blackcurrant, kumquat, pink pepper, benzoin, polygonum. And finally, cinnamon comes through at the end. So this will be a really lovely Christmas blend to put into your diffuser. Your effervescent berry. I'll let you know what I think when it comes. Now we've got some new Christmas gifts. I'm not sure if this was out last month or not. I actually got this last year, and it's a warm-up soft toy rabbit that comes with a bottle of lavender. Now this has got a pouch in it that you can microwave to make it nice and warm, and then you can use it as a heat bear, and you can put some of your lavender drops on it as well, make it nice for the evening. I've got one of those. They're really cute. Now we've got two things that have come out that you'll notice haven't got a point value. So if you're going for that 200 PV and you put this in your basket, and you might be thinking, well, why hasn't my points gone up? The reason for that is every single penny that's raised from the sale of these next two items goes to the Healing Hands charity, which is doTERRA's charity that are doing so much around the world to help with human trafficking. So this is a rose hand lotion that's coming with a rose toiletry bag designed to hold some essential oils. So there'll be some little holder bits inside that bag. And the other charity oil is a blend called Hope. And this blend has got jasmine, known to promote mood, together with wild orange, vetiver, sandalwood, cedarwood, bergamot, and pink pepper. Yeah, so all of the proceeds of those two items will go towards the Healing Hands charity. Now, our festive make and take. If you're still with me, let's go through what we did. First of all, we made a candle. Now, these are so easy to make and they smell amazing and they last as well. If you put enough oil in your candle, I've got some that I made last year that I take the lid off and I can still smell the oils. Now, we made them in these little tins, which you can buy on Amazon. You get a pack of, how many did I have? Probably about 30 in there. So this recipe is based on making it for a tin. If you've got a bigger container, obviously you're going to need more of the ingredients. Now you can melt down your wax, and you want to be looking for those beeswax, soy wax. I mix the two together. The soy wax melts nice and quickly. The beeswax takes a bit longer, but the beeswax just helps us to get a longer burn of our candles. And You can use a double boiler. So you put all of your ingredients into a glass bowl and then you put that bowl within a saucepan of boiling water and you can melt it down that way. Now, it can take a while depending on the quantity that you're making. I remember one year I did it and I put my Christmas music on. I poured myself a glass of Bailey's and I started making my Christmas candles. And I was still stirring about an hour later. So I've invested in one of these. This is a wax melter pot and it comes from Amazon as the candle making kit. This is well worth the investment. As part of the kit, you get all of these little wicks that you're going to need. You get some glass jars, I think. And what else did I get? Oh, little stickers so you can stick the wick to the bottom of the jar. And you get the soy wax with it as well. So it was a good investment. And this, oh, it's been a game changer. It now takes me about 5 minutes to melt down my oil as opposed to 60 minutes using the other method. You can also use this to make things like your lip balms and anything that you need to melt down that you would normally need a double boiler for. This is such a time saver. So was worth the investment. I'll share a link in the group so you can see which one I use. So you get your wax, whatever you're using, you melt it down and then you pour it into your container. Now, you've already stuck your wick to the bottom of the container. If you don't get any stickers with it, you can use a little bit of the melted wax to stick it on. So you dip your wick base into the melted wax, then you can stick it in place and then you carefully pour the wax around. And then you wait a little while for it to start to cool. Now, don't wait so long that it's going hard, but just give it a time to cool down a little bit, and then you add your essential oils. Now, I've got some recipes on the side there. I've got Christmas morning, wild orange, cinnamon, clove, and ginger. And we've got 15 drops of wild orange, 10 drops of cinnamon, 4 drops of clove, and 2 drops of ginger. So you see, we're putting quite a lot of essential oils into our candle, but it is worth the investment because it smells amazing. If you want to make a winter forest candle, you've got Siberian fir, cypress, cedarwood, and frankincense. If you want to make a nighttime candle to fragrance the room for sleep, then think sleep oils, lavender, serenity, cedarwood, vetiver. Or if you want a festive candle, then the blends that doTERRA make us, holiday joy, holiday peace, you can use those blends in your candles. Add some wild orange, some cloves, some cassia. So you can really get quite creative with the smells that you like. So you put your essential oils drops in. Now, if you're making a batch, then obviously here in our container where we've melted the wax, we could add the essential oil straight into here once it's cooled down a little bit, stir it through, and then pour into our jars. But if you want to make different scents, then pour them into your jar first and add the essential oil straight into your jar itself. Give it a stir, and then you can make different scents from the same batch of oil and then leave it to set. And if you want to decorate it, like I've put some crystals in there, you could anything you want on the top. But wait till it goes a little bit solid so that you can put what you want on without it sinking straight to the bottom. If it's gone really solid, you can just place what you want in place and then get a hairdryer, and the hairdryer will just melt the wax enough just for it to gently settle in. So you can make some really good creations with that. Do share in the group any pictures that you make this Christmas, but they make a lovely homemade gift that smells amazing and you know the quality of what your friends and family are burning in their house. Now, on Monday, Alison made some gorgeous oil infused raw chocolates with us and showed us how easy it was. Again, she used a double boiler, she melted down the ingredients, poured it into molds, and then just leave them to set. So easy to do. We used raw cacao powder, maple syrup, cocoa butter, and then the oils of your choice, wild orange, peppermint, and I've put on the right there some other oils. Great in dark or white chocolate is your wild orange, tangerine, green mandarin, lemon, grapefruit, or you could go for peppermint, spearmint, basil, or you could go for a real floral oils like jasmine, ylang ylang, rose if you want to be really decadent, lavender. What was the one? Geranium. People tell me it tastes a bit like Turkish delight when you put geranium with chocolate. So really easy to do. Melt the cocoa butter in a heat-proof jug over a pan of boiling water. Whisk in the cacao powder, whisk in some maple syrup, add your essential oils, pour them into your mold, and then put them in the fridge or the freezer for 30 minutes, and then keep them in the fridge until you want to eat them. They would make a gorgeous gift as well, or a little treat if people are coming around to visit. You can bring out your homemade raw chocolates with essential oils. Bath salts are so easy to make because all you need are the ingredients and you mix them all together. So we've gone with Epsom salts. You could put some pink Himalayan salt in the jar as well. Make a nice bowl of it, add your drops of essential oil, stir it all through, and then you start to add them to your jar. You could add some dried rose petals, dried lavender, some orange peel, whatever you want. Be creative with it. Just think about the person that's using it and don't over add the flowers because they will go down the drain at the end and they can be a bit of a nightmare to clean your bath afterwards. They look lovely, but yeah, just think about it. Just add a few to the jar so it looks really lovely. Go online, see if you can get some really lovely jars and make up some bath salts. They're not going to be able to buy bath salts as good quality in the shops, and you've got all the tools there. So, yeah, you can get creative with those. The DIY bath salt combinations, you can use what you want. If your favorite oils are lavender, geranium, whatever it is, put them together, see if you like it. For silent night soak, so for the friend or family member that struggles to sleep, you could use lavender, serenity, and cedarwood. If you want a Christmas morning uplift, then for the person that has the bath first thing, wild orange, peppermint, and frankincense. Or you could go really earthy and bring in Siberian fir, cypress, and cedarwood, or maybe a bit spicy, ginger, orange, and cinnamon bark. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is you get your bath salts and then add a little bit of carrier oil to the essential oils and then put them in. And that will just hold them in place so they don't just float on top of the bath water. But mix it all thoroughly together and it should be okay. Sugar scrub. These are gorgeous. And we spend so much money buying these. Again, really easy to make. Get some sugar and your essential oils, and you're going to place the sugar into the jar that you're making it in, or you could make a big batch in a bowl and then decant it into jars. So you've got your sugar in the bowl. Now you're going to add fractionated coconut oil, and this you want to keep stirring until it goes into a nice damp sand sort of texture. Add your essential oils, give it a good stir through, and then put it into the containers with a nice label on it saying sugar scrub made with love. And there's some suggestions on the right there, some oils that you could use, but again, you can use your own intuition with this. Peppermint and vanilla go nice. Vanilla, cinnamon, and wild orange. For a winter glow, you could have frankincense, wild orange, and ginger. For a silent night scrub, again, they're using oils that are going to be helping to calm and relax the body. So we've got lavender, serenity, and cedarwood. Or the same, you've got Siberian fir, cypress, and cedarwood. Just go with what you like. Hold those oils up, take the lids off, smell them under your nose, see if the combination works, and then put your drops into your sugar scrub. DIY lip balm. We didn't get to make this, so we're going to make this maybe in January when we get together. We'll do another bit of a make and take because it really was quite fun. With a lip balm, you're using shea butter, a teaspoon of coconut oil. I don't know why it says coconut oil on there, but it's coconut oil. Double boiler, or if you've got one of these, because for your candles, then use it for this as well. It'd be so much quicker. So you add your ingredients, you allow it to melt down, let it cool slightly, just like the way we made the candles. Add your drops of essential oil, stir it all through, and then put them into the lip balm tins, or you can buy the lip balm empty tube containers. Again, Amazon, really quick and easy to get these ordered. Put a lovely sticker over it again saying what's in there, made with love, and that'll make a really lovely gift. And what you do when you get it, obviously it goes solid, and you just use your finger to move it around, and the warmth from your finger will melt it slightly so you can put it over your lips. For the men in your life, you could make them a beard oil. And for this, we used jojoba, half a cup of jojoba, half a cup of fractionated coconut oil. Cup wise, obviously, it depends on the size of your jar. You can get these gorgeous dropper bottles, and I would just fill half with jojoba, half with fractionated coconut oil. add your drops of essential oil, give it a shake. Over the next 2 or 3 days, that will really start to blend together nicely, and the smell that you get after a few days is a lot stronger than the smell that you get straight away. Pop a little label on it, say what's in it, made with love, and there's a nice different present for the man in your life that has a beard. For the woman in your life, you could make some hair oil. And again, this is get your dropper bottle, fill it with some jojoba. If you've got it, you might want to add argan, rose hip, add your essential oils. Now, for hair, I love rosemary because it makes it grow thick and strong. Lavender is really nice. If you've got an itchy scalp or the person you're making it for suffers with that, then you could add some tea tree in as well. And then with this hair oil, they can put it on their hair and then they can leave it as a treatment overnight or for 20 minutes and then wash it off. Or you could just put some on before you get into the shower, give it 5 minutes and then get into the shower and wash it off in the usual way. I do like to keep a bottle of rosemary in my shower because I always add it into my hair conditioner as well. So that's a DIY hair oil. Again, really easy to make. Now, if you want to make a glow up serum for yourself or for that special person in your life, then the combination here, we've got a base oil. You might want jojoba, amazing for the skin. It mimics the sebum in the skin. So if you've got oily skin, it can stop the body over producing that mucus. But you could also use fractionated coconut oil. I haven't put it on there actually, but I like to use castor oil in my serum. Rosehip, pomegranate, moringa. These are all lovely bases and you can mix. So you can have some of each inside your bottle. And then the magic ingredients are your essential oils. So for our glow up serum that everyone's talking about online, we've used frankincense to help with the collagen structure, fine lines, skin tone. Myrrh, frankincense and myrrh, when you mix them together, they just become this powerhouse combination for lots of reasons. But for skin, rich in antioxidants, deeply nourishing for dry, hormone affected skin. It helps to repair scarring and imperfections. We're adding to that 5 drops of geranium, coined as a natural Botox to help with skin elasticity, and 4 drops blue tansy. You might not even need four, it depends on the size of your container. 1 drop of blue tansy goes a long way, which is good because it's not a cheap oil to buy, but well worth the investment if you can. So 2 to 4 drops of blue tansy in there. Give it a lovely tap to mix those oils together. And then you've made the most beautiful glow up serum that you wouldn't be able to get the same quality in the shops. And put a nice label on it, letting people know what's in it, or for your treat as a treat for yourself. Really lovely. If you want to make some room sprays or some aura cleansing sprays, then you can get a nice spray bottle. I've got some from Essential Oil Supplies that I love for this. I'll just get it to show you the sort of thing that you can get. So these are spray bottles, but what I like about them is when you spray it, it carries on for a little bit longer. So it's sort of nice to spray it over the body or in the room as a natural air freshener. If you're going for protection and clearing, you could use tea tree, frankincense, and cedarwood. If you want a heart-opening self-love spray, then you could use geranium, lavender, and wild orange. If you're going for a sleep spray, then bring in the lavender, cedarwood, and serenity. Now, you can buy, so you're going to use distilled water. You can use some rose water in there as well to give it that rose energy vibration. That's your base, but then you also want something to keep it nice for longer and to help it disperse in the room. Some people use witch hazel for this, and just a teaspoon in there. Some people prefer perfumer's alcohol. So that's the combination. Some sort of waters, distilled rose water or any other floral water that you can get. But to keep it nice, witch hazel or perfumer's alcohol. Add your essential oils and spray. Gorgeous. You could take that a step further and create a perfume, similar kind of recipe, really, but this time we will definitely use the perfumer's alcohol for that, just to help it disperse nicely. So in this recipe, We've got a teaspoon of perfumer's alcohol, a teaspoon, which is 5 ml of rose water, topping it up with our bottle up with distilled water, and then add your essential oils. And just think about we've had a whole video actually on making a perfume last month. So do look that one up because I went through how to choose a nice balanced blend of top, middle, and bottom notes. So have a look at that if you're really wanting to make your perfume rather than me do a quick 2 minute lesson now. I really go into the details of that. So that's the end of our December presentation. Stop share. I hope I've explained it all well to you. I hope I've inspired you to make some Christmas gifts this year. People will love it. And we never know what to buy people. So yeah, why not use your oils? Something else I wanted to show you actually while you're on, if you're still on, if you're really not sure what you want to buy for someone this year, I've created a gorgeous program called Soulful Scents, and it's an online program that comes with 4 oils. And the oils in this program are adaptive, balance, serenity, and citrus bliss. Now, the program has a guided oil application. So it takes someone through placing the oils on the body in a guided meditative way for healing. Um, and then I've got individual meditations as well. So we've got a grounding meditation with balance. We've got a manifesting meditation with citrus bliss. We've got a sleep meditation with serenity. And we've got a breathe away anxious thoughts meditation with adaptive. So the whole program and oils come together, and the cost is, I think, 149.50. So it is a slightly more expensive present for you or your loved one. But if you'd like to get that ordered for someone, just reach out, let me know, and I'll get that done for you. Or give them something like a family essentials kit as well, similar price range. Those kits come with, as you know, the online oil camp, which teaches them how to use those kits. And we're going to be bringing in some information into oil camp about green toxin-free cleaning. But it really teaches them about the physical and emotional support as well. So they get their little pack. We can set it up so it gets delivered to you. So it's a nice surprise for them for Christmas. But just reach out to myself or whoever's supporting you with the oils if that's something you'd like to do for them. For that person that you just don't know what to get, or for yourself, treat yourself. Maybe you're watching this and your account's actually expired a long time ago. Why not get started again with a free account? So reach out. We're here to support you in any way we can. Have an amazing December. Keep calm, keep above the craziness, and listen to the meditation that I'm going to record now, and I'll put it as a separate link with our Nashama blend because I think it's going to be the key to keeping us on that even keel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon.